Good day, everyone. Hope you're rocking it out there and having a great golf season. It's starting to get warmer and more play is underway across the nation. I know a lot of you are probably still snowed in, packed in, whatever, but it's been great. The coverage, the TV product that's been out there has been, in my opinion, spectacular. So PGA Tour, thumbs up. I think you're doing a great job. The Players was phenomenal to watch. That course, although we had like a bunch of kind of, I don't want to say known, the unknown or lesser known players there for a long time. Scotty Scheffler vaulted into the lead and the weekend. I mean, the dude's unstoppable. So that was exciting to see. And Minwoo Lee, the dude could stripe his irons. He's hitting an iron farther than most people hit driver. So that dude's just crushing it. So we got a lot to talk about. We got some Players Championship. We got Jordan Spieth's miraculous eagle to make the cut. We've got Tiger Woods stuff really flooding kind of the airways that the breakup he had with his girlfriend. We'll go through that a little bit. And then some YouTube matches that are heating up, potentially. So first and foremost, let's just kick it off with the Tiger Woods girlfriend breakup situation. Apparently his ex, Erica, she is filing a lawsuit against him. So here's kind of what's going down. He, in October, breaks up with her, but basically says, hey, we're going to go on vacation, pack a bag, and then when she gets to the airport, she's told by not Tiger, but some other people that, hey, it's over, you're out of here, and you're not going back to the house. So that's kind of a wild breakup story. You just tell your girl, like, pack a bag, we're going on a trip. Now, most women, I would imagine, have some type of insight, instinct as to whether or not, like, this kind of stuff is going to happen. So you would think she would have known something was up. So maybe she thought that they were going to go, like, rekindle their relationship or something on a vacation. And so she was like, great, things are tough. I guess this is our way to reconnect and re-engage with one another. But nope, you got the boot, and that was the end of it. And I get it. Jilted lover. And she and Tiger, I guess, feared that she wouldn't leave the house. They live. You go on Zillow, you go on Google Earth or whatever you do. He lives in Jupiter Island. You know what house it is. It's not hard to find. He has a few golf holes in his backyard. All you have to do is go on Google Earth and just, Jupiter Island's not that big a place. His house is obvious. Go on Zillow, do the same thing. It's like it's estimated, Zillow estimate, $43 million house. So I wouldn't want to leave that either. Girl lives in a $43 million estate. Pretty awesome spot. Now, here's what's interesting, and this is what I want to know, is there are different states have different rules, like landlord-tenant rules, right? I've been a landlord. I've been a tenant. I've had all kinds of things happen. So I know that, like, let's say in California, if you're a landlord, you can't just kick someone out who's living in your house, especially if they have a history of residence in the property, right? If they're a guest for a couple days, that's one thing. But if they live there, totally different rules apply. And like, if you're a landlord and you have a lease, you at least have to give 30-day notice. And I believe if they have kids, you have to give 60-day notice. So there are specific rules. And in different states, there's different rules. So she would have some legal right, for the most part, to have some type of notice given. But she just got pack a bag and see you later. Now, according to what we've read, Tiger put her up at a nice place, gave her some money to get a new residence, like, whatever, first and last months, or whatever you would, need to get a new place to live. Rumor is she was well taken care of after the fact. We don't necessarily hear this. Now, before that, what they had was an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, she signed so that she wouldn't later, if there was a breakup or it didn't work out, whatever, she couldn't go and write a tell-all book and tell everything. And that applied to if there was some type of legal issue that she has to agree to arbitration. And you just go to an independent person who handles, arguing cases, and it's very private. It's non-public. So that's key there, non-public. And it's done behind closed doors, like in a lawyer's office or whatever. So she agreed to that. The only thing that trumps that agreement is if there's some type of sexual abuse or crime or things like that. Then there's the Speak Out Act, which would make that an NDA null and void, and that wouldn't apply. But they asked her, was there anything of this kind that happened? And she said no. So there was no like sexual abuse or anything like that. It was all just a normal relationship as far as we know. And they broke up for whatever reason, and she got the boot. But she's trying to sue him, and it seems like she wants everything to be public. I don't blame her, right? Like that. Tiger doesn't want that. So there's this battle going on. And if it does become public, then there's more incentive for a guy like Tiger Woods to just settle out of court, cost you more money. But she signed the agreement. There's no foul play here in the, sexual abuse land. So it's going to remain, I would imagine, private. And she can't talk about it. She can't talk about it later. And she's basically got some rights in terms of like getting kicked out. That's not cool. But hey, I guess he was afraid she wouldn't leave. So anyways, let this be a lesson to everybody. If you're living in a $43 million house as a girlfriend and you're a manager of a restaurant, save your money. Start packing away your money as best you can. You have free rent. It's going great. You have who knows how long. Tiger doesn't have the greatest track record with women, lasting relationships. So you just got to kind of figure that one out and say, hey, it might not work. I'm going to save my money. Either way, that's kind of what's going on. I don't necessarily need to know anything other than that. I don't need to know that. It's not that big a deal. People break up all the time. This kind of sounds like pretty much every breakup relationship that ever existed is basically what this kind of is. Someone gets dumped. They're not happy. They're coming after you, and they want to make your life miserable. That's basically what it is. So luckily, I've never been faced with that scenario. And I guess I never dated anybody, even, been married a long time. But prior to that, I don't think I dated people that would have done that. Everybody's pretty cool. Everything was fine. I mean, nobody had a $43 million home, but regardless, I could tell someone's character. They were probably not going to freak out too much. Either way. Anyways, that's what's going on there. It's kind of interesting that this all comes out. But with that, I hope to see Tiger play the Masters a few weeks. That'll be exciting. I'm sure he will. People have been talking about him playing with a cart on the Champions Tour when he turns 50. We'll see. I just hope, man, we could do something to his leg to make him able to walk. I don't know what. Maybe he could wear a boot or something after he hits a shot. He puts on something on his leg so he doesn't take a cart, but maybe there's some type of contraption he could put on there to help him walk better. That would be cool because he's fun to watch. He's an exciting player to see play. So that's what I'm hoping for. I don't know how he's personally, but he's exciting to watch play. Now, the Players' Championship, that was exciting. It's the best course on the PGA Tour other than, I'd say, Augusta National. But Augusta National, it's just more exclusive. There's more awe around that. You can't go play there, right? So it's very exclusive is what I'm saying. And TPC Sawgrass is, in my opinion, probably the most well-designed golf course there is. It's certainly Pete Dye's number one, in my opinion. And playing there once, every single hole is memorable and unique, and it's non-forgettable. So that was exciting, and it was a great championship. Scotty Scheffler, dude's playing out of his mind, and just a cool dude. Fun to watch. Had a good time watching that. Now, coming up, we've got LIV Golf Tucson. And I said in a previous podcast that I think LIV could be in trouble. And here's why. Well, I don't know if they're in trouble, but I don't know if they're going all in. That's my concern. I think they went all in season 1, and now I think they've kind of said, okay, let's pull back and just see what happens. Let's not leak so much money at it, and let's pull back and see what happens. That's what I think they're doing. And I'm watching the first one in Mayakoba. I was like, I watched it. It was up against the Honda Classic. So you're like, okay. And this one, again, it's up a lower tiered event on the PGA Tour. So we'll see. I will probably flip it on. Let me know if you watch it. I'm curious how many people, just a little, non-scientific poll here. Are you going to watch LIV this week? I probably will watch a little bit. I don't see me watching much. And I think I need something with it. And I'm not 100% sure what that is, but I think I need, like, with the PGA Tour, Sawgrass, like, I get something with the golf courses, like Sawgrass. I got something there. I'm used to it. It's exciting. It's the best designed golf course there is. There's the Island Green. 18 is no picnic either, and neither are the rest of the 16 holes. Like, they're all tough, and you know them. The PGA Tour is going to be at Austin Country Club soon, playing the match play. Again, we know that. We remember that. They're going to be at Augusta. They're going to be at Harbor Town. We know these courses. So that's a character in the show of golf that I think LIV Golf doesn't have. They played Mayakoba. We kind of used to watch it on the PGA Tour a little bit. But this week they're in Tucson at the Gallery Club. And I've played there. It's a spectacular course. I believe they have 36 holes, and it's amazing. The whole area is spectacular. So I played there, 10 years ago or something. It was amazing then. So I'm sure it's going to be beautiful and spectacular, but we don't know the course. There's no history there. So we're missing that element of it. And that's where I kind of struggle right now between the two. I didn't think so at first. It was just new and exciting, and it was fun to watch. Now I'm like, I'm kind of missing a little bit of like the knowledge of the golf course, Riviera, Pebble Beach. So that takes time. The thing is, with LIV, in my opinion, kind of pulling back in terms of their, I don't know what to even call it. Like, they're not out going after it as much. Like, it's hard to watch. It's on the CW, but it was easier when I was on YouTube. I felt like that was a better platform than where it currently is. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But let me know your thoughts. Are you guys interested still? Last year it was new. It was controversial. I think it still is a little bit, but not like last year with who's going to go next? Who's going to go next? We were constantly wondering, who's next. And I think that's it. They're done. I don't think anybody's next. I don't think they're going to poach Scheffler. And the ones they do, I don't think they're going to be like top tier players. So I think this is a pivotal week for LIV Golf, in my opinion. And then, what did you think about Jordan Spieth making the cut? Like, okay, he hits his drive on 9. They say it's going in the water, and it looked like it was. Hits a spectator. Bam. Right in the leg or the knee or something, and ricochets back in the fairway. He puts it up there next to the green, chips it in or whatever, makes eagle, and makes the cut. And then does really well on the weekend, made a ton of money. So what should that fan get? What should that fan get? What do you think? Should the fan get Masters tickets? Should the fan be compensated? First off, I don't believe he should be compensated at all. You don't get anything. You go there at your own risk. If fans are compensated in any way, shape, or form, then it just incentivizes the other fans to help players out a little bit, a lot of it. Throwing up your hand, whacking the ball down, kicking your leg out. Like, if this guy gets a lot of stuff, then you're going to see a lot more of this in the future. It's the reason they don't show streakers on television, because then they get TV coverage and everybody's going to start doing it. Now, the streaker at the Waste Management that was all over social media, he's cleaning up with all kinds of deals. He's making the most of what he did. So that's what I think they try to avoid. They don't want fans helping players out. So I personally don't think you should get anything. If it hit me and it went like a glove, a signed glove, I think some players like slide $100 in there or something. Like, that's cool. Whatever. That's cool. It's a little, hey, I got a glove from Jordan Spieth or somebody because his ball hit me, in the shoulder. So thank you very much. I don't really even care. It'd be just, hey, man, sorry about that. I'm fine with that. I don't need anything. I don't necessarily care about gloves or autographs. That's me personally. But a lot of people do like that. But this guy, somebody posted somewhere on social media like he wanted like 5 Masters ticket or a couple Masters tickets for the week, a country club membership, and among other things. Plus like a percentage of everything he wants. Like, no, you get nothing. You get, hey, sorry I hit you. It could have hit someone else. You just happen to be there. If you weren't there, it doesn't mean somebody else wouldn't have been there. You were there taking that space, so somebody else couldn't be there because you were there. So it's just luck. That's all it is. So it happens. There's plenty of times it hits somebody and goes the other way, and it goes in the water. So in my opinion, you get nothing. I wouldn't give you any. I'd sign you a glove. Here you go. And I'd throw $100 in there. That's what I do. That's all you get. Because you can't have fans kicking balls around. That would be ridiculous. Then you can just hire people to, hey, make sure my ball finds a fairway. And hire a bunch of dudes to do that. It's part of your cost of doing business. You got all your people. They all work for you. They get a little incentive every time they, little bonus every time they kick your ball, and it helps you out. That could get ugly. Hopefully that doesn't happen. All right, YouTube matches. There's lots going on in the world of YouTube and YouTube matches. We've got Micah and Grant doing Sunday matches, which Grant and Garrett used to do those on GM Golf, and Garrett and Micah used to do them on GM Golf, and now Grant and Micah have kind of borrowed the Sunday match title, and they're doing Sunday matches. Okay, cool. And then Garrett and Luke Kwan, they launch a new match series at like just right before Micah and Grant launched their Sunday match. It's crazy. A lot of matches going on, which I love that. That's just a little YouTube kind of controversy, or I don't know. I think it's good. I think it's good because it's just like, oh, you got this. We're going to there's a little rivalry going on, which is exciting in the world of YouTube land. And then let's see, Luke Peavy, he started a series a while ago, just who's the best, right? Who's the best golf YouTuber? And I did something back in 2020 where it was like a March Madness bracket where you all voted on head-to-head matches. Like, who do you prefer, this guy or this guy? And I went down. I had 32 YouTubers, golf YouTubers, and it whittled down to the finals. So that was a lot of fun. And then Luke has his where he ranks people and kind of gives them stars, like what category are you in? I've done something like that where I tier listed YouTubers. And now, like even me, I'm doing, again, who's the best. But in my videos, I'm breaking down individual players' games. So in the first one, like for example, I did Fat Perez, and I analyzed his swing, his driving game, his iron game, his short game, his putting, and I give him a swagger score of 1 to 5 stars. So that's kind of what I'm doing, where I can just break down, analyze, and then give instructional content based on what I think they could work on, or if that's your issue, what you can do to help fix it yourself, right? So you can learn from that. And I think that's exciting too. All in all, it'd be great for all of us to have some type of match system set up. So even Fat Perez today said, hey, he'll take on people. He wants to take people on, challenge me. So that's awesome. Dude, I'm down. I'm down, baby. Let's do it. So when time and place, I'll be there. I am a little afraid of the Perez. No, I'm not afraid. It's anytime you can play a good player in a match, it's good. It's good. I look forward to that. He's about a scratch. I'm a scratch. So I think it would be a really good matchup. And just whoever's hitting the ball better that day would win. I think we should do 9 and 9, like a 9-hole match on his channel, a 9-hole match on my channel. I think that would be the way to go. That's kind of how everybody's doing it. So you meet, each person gets a video. That's kind of the way to go. But comment below, let me know who you want to match up against who. Like who would be good matchups? Fat Perez and who? And Rick Shields and who would be good for him? Peter Finch and who? And let's say Garrett and who? Luke Kwan, who should he go against? Like, I think we should get all these people kind of in a bracket and we can all just duke it out somehow. And winner bracket and then a loser bracket and first place. Like, I think every year we should do that. And throughout the course of the year, we figure out, oh, I'm playing Zach Radford next. My next match is against that guy. So how you coordinate, you contact each other, you figure out how you're going to do that. And you play 9 and 9. And I don't know if it's 1-1, then you got to have a playoff. So we have to have a playoff if it's 1-1, or you just keep points. Like you got a point, I got a point. You tied half and half. You win both, you got 2 points, and then you go to the next guy and you just keep going. Maybe it's not a bracket, maybe it's something else. There's got to be some type of format, and then we should have a board where we can all go. See, this is how you should do it, and then you should have a board where we all go, like a online, so anybody can go look at it and see where everybody's at. Oh, they're playing, this person's playing, this person's next, they're up next, and it's kind of a schedule, a season, and the point total's there. It's all online, right? And then on everybody's video, see, we're figuring this out together, right? Aren't we? On everybody's video, you would put that link to that scoreboard, so everybody can go and click on it, and that'll get a lot of clicks, and a sponsor could sponsor that, right? And so they get the sponsor, so it's getting clicks. That's easy. Just put the sponsor, whoever's sponsoring. Mercedes, you sponsor that, your little car pops up. You love it, right? Or whatever sponsor would work. That's easy. I think you could do it a little more specific too, so whoever clicks on it, the ads pop up that applies to that person. Kind of like YouTube does that. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. And then what happens is you're getting those points, and then at the end, you have kind of see who's in first, who's in second, who's in third, and then we get to the playoffs, and then that's the bracket, right? Then like halfway through the year, we start playoffs, and that's the elimination bracket. It's kind of like the Dell match play, where you have group play, and then you advance out, and then you have match play, and it's elimination. That way you get more videos, and then people can post their practice session of how they're preparing to play whoever, and that would be great. And then all of this is how it would be cool. See, this is why on YouTube it works, because all of those videos would be in one playlist. So we would all have the same playlist that we link these videos to. So that, let's say on my channel, there's a playlist. It says YouTube matches, right? And you could see everybody's match would just feed into that playlist. So on my channel would be Fat Perez playing whoever, Luke Kwan, right? If they played together, then that video, both of those videos, front nine, back nine, would be on my channel. It would be on everybody's channel because they're all tied into that same playlist. That's how it would work. That's how it could work, I guess. It's exciting. I think we're close. I think everybody's on the same page as we got to do something. We got to have some type of competition, whether it is we all show up at the same place and have like an event, which would be fun. That would be fun too. We could do a few of those a year. But this season-long kind of thing, I think, would be real collaborative, which is real. Well, that's what YouTube's all about, the collaboration. And so there would be a lot of collaboration, and it would give you a potential matchup between a good member and a former good member. And that could create a bad, fun rivalry, whatever it is. I think that would be exciting, but they would have to be cool with that. Obviously, it's just, hey, it's entertainment. I think people would love it. Would blow up the internet, is what I'm saying. It would be exciting. So there's a lot going on, a lot we could do, a lot of potential. Let me know what you think. Is the world of golf is exciting, not only professionally, but YouTubeally. Is that a word? It is now. YouTubeally. It's exciting. Thanks for listening. Have a good week. Peace.